Speaking of unhappiness, Dillon Danis. Let's cover some of the stuff that's been going on there. Did you see the face-to-face?
I did not watch the full thing, no.
Why not?
I've been on a fucking terror, like work nonstop every single day.
Did you get hit in the face with a beer?
And I also was confused because I saw so many clips coming out for like 3 weeks, and then I would like go and look to see when it was coming out, and then when it actually came out, I like didn't.
It was me. It was me posting the clips.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you why.
I seen the clip outs.
No, this guy's he's a good Twitter troll. He's excellent. And in debating how to like tackle this, and even if I do want to tackle it,
he's a good Twitter troll because he's never. You have a very large weak spot that he's exploiting, but when he tweets about anything other than Nita, it doesn't. No one cares.
Yeah, but
didn't
he get like famous for tweeting?
He's definitely. Let's give him some.
But he was dead until you resurrected his career, and like he's like makes jokes, but it's largely in part that he's exploiting Nina. And there's so many hurt males out there who can't get girls, and they're the ones who are like, yeah, like fuck girls, fuck women. I'm gonna do. I love what Dillon's doing here, and they know that they won't ever get a hot girl. And our society and culture and young men are hurting and are so hurt, and they're addicted to porn, and they have no way to interact with girls, and they text them, and they're getting rejected, and then boom, boom, it's this never-ending cycle. And now they're finding a way out to unleash their hate through this super hateful, insecure male who is clearly a very hurt person.
That's where we keep landing, is like Dillon's obviously damaged, and he may have some sort of mental illness that I empathize with, and he unfortunately, hurt people, and he's targeted an innocent bystanding female that has nothing to do with this fight, and people are latching onto it. But he's, at least at this point in time, tweeting 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day. I don't even know how this guy is training. And so we're going back and forth. We're like, well, do I even engage in this Twitter war? Also, do I give a fuck? Do I have to? Like, Dillon has done almost all the promoting for this fight, has 0% back end, and he's going to have to pay all the money he makes in this fight.
He's a puppet.
Back to my fiance.
Well, he did get some clout out of it. I'll present the other side of it, just because I'll always be called a yes man.
No matter what you say.
I'll always be called
no matter what you say.
No, here's one thing I can say to you right now.
Say it. Say it then.
No.
Yo, get out.
Yeah,
you're fired. You're fired in my life. I don't want anything to do with you. Get out. Nah. The theory was, when I was putting out those clips, after the face-to-face, I sat down with the guy, and I was so curious to see what he was going to be like in real life. He's really just a puddle, Jake. I'm not even just saying this to be a tough guy. He melted. He stumbles over his words. He can barely get out a sentence. He can barely form a rational thought. Everything he says is a lie. And so I landed on, why don't I just show him actually who he is? Like, it's much different in person when you're not tweeting behind a keyboard all day, which is why I'm so excited for October 14th. I need this guy to show up. Like, what is going to happen when Dillon Danis is trapped in a fucking 20 by 20 foot ring with me on October 14th, and he can't go to his phone and tweet because he got boxing gloves on? But I need him to show up, and I have a prediction. Because everyone's like, is he going to pull out of the fight? What's going to happen? Everyone's crossing their fingers he shows up. The face-to-face is doing numbers. Like, there's so much hype around this fight. And by the way, the